So let's see some hormones and their origin and their purposes. I have some questions. Sir, please wait. Sir, how does pineal gland? Okay, pineal gland ka effect and everything, I will come. Okay, just first let's see these things and eventually I will, you just leave the comments, I will see the comments and I will tell it. Okay. So let's see the glands first. The glands I am talking about, because these are the ones that you will see in the exam itself. Okay, hypothalamus, they releases TRH, or it's called as thyrostatin releasing hormone. CRH, corticotropin releasing hormone, and then GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormone. As you can see, all of them are some kind of RH or releasing hormone, meaning they all help pituitary to release the subsequent hormone based on your body signal. Okay, there are various different types of, what should I say? There are various different types of specific conditions. Okay, in those specific conditions, some different signaling occurs, and as the signaling occurs, or if I say it easily, suppose your body need thyroid, so there is a lack of thyroid. So what will happen is pituitary gonna get signal from hypothalamus, which gets the signal from thyroid gland itself. So what will happen? Hypothalamus will release TRH that will excite or increase the secretion of thyroid releasing hormone from the pituitary itself. So this is a very fun thing. It stimulates pituitary secretion. Okay. Then there comes pituitary. It releases growth hormone, TSH, ACTH, FSH, LH. Full from growth hormone is GH. TSH is thyroid stimulating hormone, as in the hormone that helps stimulate the thyroid gland. ACTH is adrenocorticotropic hormone, as in it signals or it excites the corticotropin part of adrenal gland. Okay. Then there is FSH, follicle stimulating hormone. This acts in the gonads. Then LH is also acts in gonad. So what I have written in the function, main function is body growth, bone muscle development. All of this is done by GH. Then it stimulates thyroid, TSH, adrenal, ACTH, gonads, FSH, and LH. Okay, LH is called as luteinizing hormone. Then there is thyroid gland, which releases thyroxine that regulates our metabolism, and sometimes it also regulates our growth, as in not directly like GH, but more like as your body grows, it needs nutrients to process, it needs various stimulation that will help the GH actually work on the cells. Thyroid provides you that stimulation, that environment in which a cell can properly grow under GH effect. Adrenal is the gland name, adrenaline is the hormone name. Okay, you have to remember that thing very nicely. Gland name, hormone name. Sometimes it can vary. Like for pituitary, the hormone is not called like pituitary or pituitary toxin. It is called GH, SH, FSH, LH, like that. At the same time, thyroid hormone is called thyroxine. Adrenal hormone secreted is called adrenaline. So remember the names properly. What adrenaline does is it triggers your flight and flight response. What happens is, in any kind of emergency, your body goes into flight and fight response. There is some parasympathetic nervous system that signaling works, and resulting in increase your heart rate, increasing energy metabolism, resulting in a sudden amount of burst in energy for emergency purposes. Then there is parathyroid. Parathyroid releases parathormone, which helps balance calcium balance in blood, bones, in other organs. Okay, this is needed. Calcium balance is needed for muscle movement. Okay. Then pancreas, it releases insulin and glucagon. That is a very interesting thing, because insulin and glucagon, they are agonists of one another, as in the work of insulin and work of glucagon, they work in the same component but with direct opposite effect, and together they regulate blood glucose level. How? Let me just explain a little bit so that you can understand. What happens is, insulin effects on BG, blood glucose, is it decreases blood glucose. Same time, BG is increased by glucagon. So what happens? If your blood glucose is low, glucagon will be secreted. Glucagon secretion will increase. That in turn will increase the blood glucose level. It is getting high now. Okay. And this high blood glucose level in turn increase insulin production. Okay. So this is called as feedback loop, what we will learn in later slides. So what happens in feedback loop is, some kind of hormone acts in your body. For example, here your blood glucose level is low, so glucagon is acting and it is increasing the blood glucose level in your body by producing glucose from other organs, glycogen mainly. Then as the blood glucose level increases up to a certain threshold, insulin release increases, because whenever blood glucose level is high in your body, it will signal increased secretion of insulin, because what will happen? Insulin will act on the glucose and form glycogen. So this is like a cyclic, or this is a cyclic function. Then there is gonads. There are two gonads, testis and ovary. Testis produces testosterone, whereas ovary produces estrogen and progesterone. Okay. Testosterone helps in sperm production, male secondary traits. Male secondary trait means puberty. There are both male and female secondary traits or male and female secondary sexual characteristics which grows into the animal or the human being throughout puberty. Okay. So testosterone is sperm production, it takes care of the sperm also. Then estrogen, I'm sorry, I'm a bit sick. Estrogen is form of it is egg production. Okay, the primary characteristics or primary function of estrogen is to produce egg and maintain estrous cycle. Okay. On the other hand, progesterone, it mainly characterizes female sexual dimorphism, and along with that, it supports pregnancy. How